Hi, my name's Paul, and I work for a company called BHBI Consultancy, and I'm a qualified professional internal auditor. In this presentation, I'm going to be discussing how you too can train to become a chartered professional internal auditor. As a new student who is embarking on studies, there are a few things that you need to know. You're going to need to understand the syllabus areas and the modules for which you'll be studying and taking examinations. I'm going to explain to you how you can familiarize yourself with all the learning materials at your disposal. And I'll then be discussing how you can learn from the materials, from the dedicated professional lecturers that you'll be meeting, and, very importantly, from all the work that you do on the job. As a new student, you're probably finding that the work that you are doing at the moment is fairly new to you, so you have some new work activities. You'll also be working in a whole range of different working environments. You'll be working with different colleagues as well, many of whom are probably more experienced than you, but will be delighted to share their knowledge and expertise with you. So welcome to the world of professional internal auditing. In this presentation then, I'm going to be talking to you about understanding the syllabus areas and where you can get that information from. I'm going to be talking about the various learning materials that are going to be supplied to you, which you need to be familiarizing yourself with and reading through. And then I'm going to be talking about how you can learn from those materials, how you can attend various training courses, and how you can relate all of that to what you do in work. The learning objectives of this course are designed to help you understand all the syllabus areas so that you can pass the examinations, firstly for the Institute of Internal Audit's Diploma in Internal Audit Practice, then to undertake the Institute of Internal Audit's Advanced Diploma in Internal Auditing and Management, and of course ensuring that all that leads to you attaining the status of the Chartered Internal Auditor. So let's look at the syllabus areas. These are the subjects that make up the diploma and the advanced diploma. You'll see there are 5 modules to be studied that make up the diploma. They are P1 Internal Audit Environment, P2 Financial Risks and Controls, P3 Internal Audit Practice, P4 Information Systems Auditing, and P5 Corporate Governance and Risk Management. Then you'll advance on to the diploma and undertake M1 Strategic Management, M2 Financial Management, M3 Risk Assurance and Audit Management. Then you will undertake a case study, which is known as the M4 module. So where can you find the syllabus? Well, the syllabus can be found on BHBI's online system, which you will have received login details. You will probably by now have confirmed that you have been able to log in and open up and access the materials within the courses. You can also find the syllabus on the Institute of Internal Audit's website as well. So let's look at the learning materials that are available to you. We've already discussed that you have the syllabus at your fingertips. You will have received an IIA study text that will have been arranged to be sent to you by ourselves. You may have received additional study books as well from ourselves, and you will have been given access to BHBI's state-of-the-art online system. As a student, you need to be constantly referring to the syllabus and the IA study text and making sure that you understand in depth the syllabus areas. The additional books and the online system provide lots of further material that you need to be reading and studying to build on the knowledge in the study text. And you can actually test your knowledge by looking at the past papers in the online system and testing yourself to see that you have sufficiently understood the syllabus areas. I must point out to you at this stage that the IA recommends that students spend at least 120 hours of study per module, so don't underestimate the depth with which you have to study the materials that make up the syllabus areas. So coupled with your work activity, you are on a learning curve, and it's quite a steep learning curve. And please, as I've already stressed, don't underestimate what you need to be doing to get familiar with the work of internal audit, to be making a difference in the organization you work in, and of course studying to pass the exams that will lead you to attaining the Chartered Internal Auditor qualification. All the work that you are doing in the office, in your working environment, will help you to get familiar with the practice of internal audit, coupled with the theory that you will get from studying all the materials that I've already talked about, and that will lead you to the Chartered qualification. You also need to understand about yourself. A self-reflection, an honest self-reflection, might be very useful at this stage. Where do you do your best studying from? Can you work from home? Can you work off-site? Are you able to utilize the technology that I've already talked about in the online system? When's the best time of day for you to study? Is it early morning? Is it in the evenings? Is it on the weekends? But you need to understand when you're at your best to be able to understand all the work that is required in order to study. So here's a case study for you. This is Jeremy. Jeremy undertook his first exam and made several mistakes which led to him failing his first exam. The mistakes that he made was he completely underestimated the time commitment that is required to study for the IA's examinations. He thought because of his previous knowledge he wouldn't need to study for 120 hours and try to do it in 50 hours. Once Jeremy understood how deep in knowledge requirements the examinations test for, he was able to actually spend the time that was required. He also understood by then the examination techniques that are required. So the moral of this story is, don't make the same mistake as Jeremy and underestimate the requirements. So there is much that we can learn, and all our lecturers understand the common mistakes, so please ask them. They'll tell you the best practices, the best way of enhancing your success to achieve the examinations, and that's by working through the study texts, looking at the additional learning requirements, learning the syllabus areas, reading through all the additional material, and self-testing against past papers. You're also going to be given assignments to complete, and in our experience it's only the students that put the effort in, do the assignments, do past paperwork, that actually will pass these exams, and we want that to be you. So in summary, get to know the syllabus inside out, be able to utilize the technology, but also understand your own personal learning preferences and how you can utilize that. Read through all the materials. You won't learn enough material overnight, so you have to immerse yourself in the materials and keep persevering with the practice. Keep your eye on the goal here, which is to achieve passing the examinations. So practice, 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 and understand the areas of the syllabus that you know well, and also the areas of the syllabus that you don't know well enough, and go back over those. Here's where you can find the resources: BHBI's online system, BHBI's website, and the IA's website, which contains additional position papers, practice guides, code of ethics, the IA standards, and other useful material. I hope this has been useful for you. Of course, if you have any questions which you wish to direct to BHBI, then please contact us via email, training@bhbi.co.uk, or please use the free phone. I'm tongue-tied. I hope you're not. Let's work through this together and let's enjoy the journey to become Chartered Internal Auditors. Thank you for listening.